Speaking of soulless ghouls selling out to pharma, Fauci was also trending again this weekend. And we're going to talk about him just a little bit. We have a video of him. I think we have the first one. Do you have that? I think we have the first clip. He's talking about another respiratory disease
to happen.
here.
I don't know if it's going to be next year or 10 years or 15 or 20 years from now, is the emergence of another respiratory disease. It may be another coronavirus because we know that coronaviruses really, mostly in bats, have the capability of binding to receptors that are in humans. It could be another flu. We're dealing with H5N1 now, which is bird flu, which has taken the somewhat disturbing step of infecting mammals, namely cows and cats and other mammals, which means it's adapting itself more to a human. So my concern, Walter, is that whenever that happens, the next outbreak will be of a respiratory disease that's easily transmissible, that has a significant degree of morbidity.
And we are making this a little bit more dangerous with the cuts and our attitude toward science?
Oh, absolutely.
When people show you who they are, believe them. You know, I mean, that's who this guy is. Why is he not in jail? I don't understand. It's like, I want the Epstein files and I want this evil little troll to be behind bars. I don't understand why that hasn't happened yet. Both of those things.
If there is another, and there will be something else down the road. I mean, that's just, nature does what nature does. And the sad thing is, the reason we don't trust science is because of you. You lied to us. You use science to manipulate us. You use science to grab control. You lied to us over and over again. Not just you, but many of we were talking earlier about the measles and why it doesn't want to get vaccinated. And that used to not be controversial. That's all because of science and the way that it was handled, the way that people were told to shut up. If you even had a question about something, that's the problem. You help build distrust. Not so much on science, but politics that came with the science, not the science itself.
Right. Because like the 6 foot social distancing rule, it was the CDC, they originally said this is a great idea. None of it was backed by clinical trials.
No.
None of it was backed by science. I mean, he went back and forth on masking. The guy he's all about control. And people looked at him and he said, "I am science." No, you're not.
Yeah. No,
that's not how science works.
Yeah. Science can be challenged.
Right.
And we allowed it to become political. And once anything becomes political, I don't care. If you're talking about your grass out front, if it becomes political, it's going to be a nightmare.
Oh, it was an absolute nightmare.
That's what happened.
And you're right. Nobody has faith in public health anymore. It's done, completely done. We have a second clip from him that was floating around this weekend.
What needed to be done is that you needed to have physical distancing, which, people say lockdown. We didn't lock down. China locked down. We definitely closed a lot of things down. So I think if you really are fair and stop the finger pointing, in the beginning, it was absolutely essential. The only way to immediately shut down the 4,000 to 5,000 deaths per day was to shut things down for a while. That was the right choice. The thing we need to re-examine is how long you did that, how long schools were closed, how long industry was shut down.
So wait, what you're sort of saying is maybe it was too long.
Maybe it was, I think,
in retrospect.
I think what people are getting confused is the idea of shutting things down temporarily was the right decision. Everyone agrees.
We all tell flatten the curve, but when the curve got flattened, we didn't get to send kids back to school.
What happened is that there became almost an ideological divide. One thing is very clear: masks work. You see a lot of people say masks don't work. Masks worked. The other thing that's
the clapping.
Well, let me push back on that a little bit too. Even those little cloth masks.
Well, again, there's the rub, Walter. A proper mask, an N95 or a KN95.
I can't with this guy.
Properly worn all the time. If someone comes in and says, I don't know what happened. I wore a mask for most of the time. Then I went to the restaurant. I took my mask off and I had my meal and I got infected. Masks don't work. Well, you took the mask off.
Yes.
stand
And
this
it's the
guy.
right mask. It's the right mask. That's the other thing. Oh, well, hello there.
I know. I'm sorry. My dogs have like completely, now they've invaded my space. Everything is mayhem here. I'm sorry.
It's the right mask, right? Like anything, it's the right mask. Right?
Yes.
If I hand you a bulletproof vest, but inside of it is, popcorn, the chance are it's not stopping a bullet because it's not the right bulletproof vest.
It's just we were at Starbucks this weekend, and my husband, we just went to some rando Starbucks, and my husband's like, Amy, look at the floor. And you could see the remnants from the tape. Do you guys remember the tape on the floor where they'd be like, stand here and get in line to get your drinks or do whatever at whatever retail place that you were at? Oh my God.
And the plexiglass as if it couldn't go over.
It's just, we were like, everything became so stupid during COVID. It was stupid. And it was because of that evil little troll. Now, I think Pac-Man is a rapper. I remember it as being a video game, but this guy I don't listen to any new rap, but I think he's a rapper. Anywho, he's on Charlemagne's show. And I really like this exchange, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I mean, he has a great point. You guys, those tests.
Is it even real?
They're sus. They're totally sus. Like, have you ever taken one of those tests and you've been like, wait, I feel fine. I feel great. I'm at the top of my game. Oh, wait, I'm positive for COVID. I'm not. I think they're bogus. I think they're all bogus. I do. I agree with Pac-Man. I don't even know what Pac-Man is.
Why not agree with Pac-Man?
I do. I agree with
Love the game and I love the rapper.
If you're in debt, you need to contact our friends at donewithdebt.com. The credit system is totally rigged to keep you stuck, you guys. And Done with Debt gives you the strategies to break free from that never-ending pit of debt that keeps you doing the things you want to be doing. And they can help you get out of that hole of debt quickly. They help you get back the control so you can keep more of your money, and then they help you with the interest. And if you're dealing with debt issues, it totally sucks. You don't want to do that. A lot of us have been there. Visit donewithdebt.com. Talk with one of their strategists. It's totally free. It's not a loan program. It's not bankruptcy. It's just real debt relief. Done with Debt. They negotiate directly with creditors for you, and they help to slash your bills, erase penalties, and eliminate interest. Debt holds you back, you guys. It does. We are cruising into the second quarter of 2025. You have plenty of time to make this your year and then turn that debt into a reset button. So visit donewithdebt.com. Talk with one of their strategists. It's free. Go to donewithdebt.com. That's donewithdebt.com. And then when you visit the website, tell them that you heard about them from the chicks on the right on the drop-down menu.